but I wasn't dissing anybody. I was trying to make a point. And for that to say I should be silenced is the reason that I'm saying to you, I obviously am losing First Amendment rights.
You agree, though, that's a horrible word.
Yes, and so I policed myself.
So let's go to that Special Interest Group's senior fellow, Eric Boehlert from Media Matters. You bastard! How dare you silence her? What is the deal with it? She just for a relationship expert, she doesn't really take any responsibility for her own behavior, does she?
No, she seemed to have packed up and gone home very quickly.
Yeah, for her long-term contract, that's expiring in a year and a half after she signed it.
Look, nobody took away her First Amendment right. She has the First Amendment right to say whatever she wants on TV and radio, and if she wants to suggest that people not marry out of their race and suggest black people have a chip on their shoulder and suggest black activists are trying to stir up racial discord in this country, as she did in that long diatribe. She does all those things, not to mention the N-word. She has every right to do it, and Media Matters and people who are offended have a First Amendment right to highlight that and to highlight that to advertisers. Look, conservatives love to talk about the free marketplace and how it cures everything.
Yes, I pointed out everything.
We should leave everything to the free marketplace. Well, we did.
We did.
And she was losing advertisers a lot in a pretty rapid pace. So the free marketplace seemed to work in this case.
Eric, at Media Matters, you guys do track a lot of hate speech, and you keep an eye on it, and you let everybody, listen to clips and, just so, because
we don't doctor things like Ben Breitbart and whatnot.
And by the way, I must tell you that the radio equalizer, whoever the hell Brian Maloney really is saying that you are a far left parasite and is giving and giving you credit for winning this battle by default because he said conservatives strangely close chose to sit out the fight. Now, why would that be?
Not many people came to Dr. Laura's aid, that's for sure. We saw a couple right-wing bloggers, I think, because they're instinctively, anything the Media Matters does, they're opposed to. So they sort of instinctively, kind of came to her side. And look, she's not part of the right-wing blogosphere in terms of politics and stuff. But as you say, the right-wing stuff seeps into her show. She's been notoriously sort of anti-gay over the years.
Right.
So that's really the problem. Or it was so offensive. She's supposed to be giving having an advice show, and she's just aping these very sort of hateful, race-baiting talking points that we've seen pop up all over the.
She said that you keep rebroadcasting her remarks, which is
it's on the radio.
I'm going to rebroadcast. You bastards at Media Matters keep telling people what she said. Why do you keep telling people what she said on her national radio show?
Why do we broadcast 5-10 minutes at a time, unedited, so people can listen to it for themselves?
But isn't this the antithesis of her argument, though? She's upset because she actually violated, she said something horrible, and she scrubbed it from her website. And then you, found it and posted it on your website, and now she's yelling at you about free speech?
Yeah, the whole thing is really very convoluted. Again, I think if you're going to go on Larry King, and it sounds sort of like she's taking a high road, and this is a free speech issue. But, any cursory review of the facts, it's none of that.
You must have been so busy this summer at Media Matters. I've been calling this the summer of hate. Do you think that it is? Is it worse now than it was last year, the year before, you think?
Oh, yeah, because last summer, right about now, we were dealing with
healthcare.
Glenn Beck calling Obama a racist and saying he had a deep-seated hatred of white people, and that prompted an enormous advertising boycott. But when he did that, he pulled back, and everyone else sort of in the right-wing world pulled back, and there was a feeling like, okay, we just went over the line. but really just over the last 12 months, they've just sort of regrouped, gained momentum, and convinced themselves that Obama is a racist, that black people are race baiting, that Shirley Sherrod is a racist. And so July was sort of race baiting month. This is sort of Muslim bashing month, with a little bit of immigration bashing and homophobia mixed in between the 2 months. It's really, it's a toxic stew, unlike last summer, unlike anything I've ever seen, because there are no grown-ups. It's just like the inmates are running the right-wing media